Welcome back, everyone. In today's video, I'm thrilled to share with you the process of building an amazing solid walnut sideboard slash TV stand. Get ready to see how I turned a pile of raw wood into something stunning and functional. My wood supplier carries this really gorgeous walnut, high figure, some select boards, some more on the rustic side, but when you put it together, you get these really crazy grain patterns. It comes plain and sanded to a thickness of 7/8, but here I'm just taking it down the final 1/8 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch. While this is not a mandatory step, I could have very well left it 7/8 thick and it would have turned out just fine. I cannot believe I waited so long to get this Festool domino. I thought it was a lot of money. I'll just keep using pocket hole screws where I can. And then I bought a Rockler dowel jig, and I've been using that for a long time. I must say, this is the first time using this Festool domino. This made this project a breeze. It wasn't required. As you can see, having the dominoes in the dead center of the board just helps me with alignment. Before, I would have just used my track saw, squared up the edges, glued them together, and it would have came out fine. This just really helps me with alignment and speeding up my clamping and glue up. I need 6 boards, all the same length for my shelves in the cabinet. I'm first gonna measure, mark 1 board, and then I'm gonna go back, set my stop block, as you can see here, and then it's just a simple process of cut the board, feed the next one through, cut the board, repeat the process until I have 6 equal length parts. The look for the cabinet is waterfall. Not the waterfall rushing over rocks, falling hundreds of feet below, and then splashing. The type of waterfall I'm talking about is where you take a board longer than you need, you cut a series of 45-degree angles, fold the grain around a square, and this gives the look that it was all one board. For the sliding door mechanism, I'm just using a simple 1/4-inch router bit and a trim router. Set my depths with a fence on it and just slowly work my way down the boards till I get a perfect 3/4-inch width for the doors to slide in. And then on the back, I do the exact same thing for the back panel. I'm using the domino to cut the mortises for the center support panels in the cabinet. Then I move on to the side panels and the top and bottom panels, cutting them at a 45-degree angle. That way it will assist me when I'm clamping and gluing up the cabinet. Some people say CNC isn't woodworking, but there's a piece of wood. The thing going back and forth and side to side is a CNC, and it's working wood. By definition, wouldn't that be woodworking? Let me know in the comments what you think. Is CNC woodworking or not? But it is for me. This is my favorite technique of spreading glue. I could go out, spend $3, buy a silicone brush, spread the glue, but I'm not fancy. I'm gonna achieve the same results, just a little bit messier, and it helps me feel more like a woodworker since I use a CNC and some of you say it's not woodworking. Here I'm using Chill Epoxy's P-Tech wood filler. I am using black and their walnut colors to fill the small knots in the wood. They say your hand is not meant to be a hammer, but it worked here, even though I have a rubber mallet sitting there. I'm putting on these simple corner blocks that assist me in clamping. When I tie the ratchet straps around it and start pulling them tight, it'll pull the cabinet square. I attach 3 of these and then some more clamps to help everything tighten down and lock into place for 24 hours till the glue sets up. This is my first real look at what the cabinet's gonna look like as I progress and finish it. Just a slow walk around after it's been clamped and glued up the following day. I'm drilling some holes for the shelf pins. This will give the future owner the flexibility to adjust the shelves as they wish. The CNC is creating a beaded door. This takes about 3 hours per door. I had 2 of them, so this was 6 hours of work. Then it's off to the laser, where I laser engrave my logo into the back of one of the doors. For this gorgeous piece of furniture, I'm choosing nothing but the best. I'm using Odie's oil, super penetrating for the first base layer. Then, once it's dry, buff it off, wait a couple days, and then I can apply the Odie's oil, let that dry, and then buff it off to a nice satin sheen. One benefit about using Odie's oil, once it's cured, you don't have to worry about spilling water or other liquids on it. You can just wipe it up. It's just another peace of mind with a high-end product. You use a high-end finish for it. Here I'm applying Odie's oil as my top coat. You can already start to see as I buff it on the sheen appear. This will dull as it dries, but once I begin buffing it, it'll bring it back to that nice satin finish. I'm using Z-clips to attach the base to the top. This will help with seasonal wood movement. As I nearly finish this cabinet, I'm just installing the back panel, driving a couple screws into it, and then it's done. It's coming to an end. And it's done. The solid walnut credenza, sideboard, TV stand, whatever you want to call it, it's done. This has been my first crack at mid-century modern furniture, and you can really see how the Odie's oil has a nice satin shine. I chose not to go with any hardware on the doors, just a slight overhang on each side, and this allows for clean lines everywhere. These doors slide effortlessly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next one.